Hey everyone, Becky Lynott here. I wanted to jump on and give you guys another quick update. We have been working really hard to try and condense a lot of the information that's out there and make it easier for people to be able to get information about the process for Succcess proposal. We've spoken with the district quite a bit, and they have made some changes to how they're presenting information, but it's still kind of hard to digest. A lot of the information that's being shared is on the district's website, and we're relying on the website a lot to relay this information, and the website doesn't appear very well on mobile devices, and it's just kind of hard to sift through all the information that's there. So we've been working really hard as a group to try and condense the information and put it together in a way that's easy to see at a glance quickly. You know, this is the stuff that is important kind of thing. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys really quick. And I will say that this list that I'm getting ready to share is not an all-inclusive list, but it hits a lot of the points. And we've also got references and links on here where you can go to get full information directly from the district. Again, all of this information is obtained directly from derbyschools.com on the Process for Success section. So this is savederbyschools.com. This is our homepage. And if you scroll here, basically there's a little blurb about the overall Process for Success. And really, you have to consider what the Process for Success is for. It's a good thing. We want the district paying attention to long-term needs. We want the district paying attention to enrollment projections. We want the district paying attention to security and different things like that. And so we should be honored and happy that the district is paying attention to this. So our goal for Save Derby Schools is to make sure that the community is aware of what's being proposed and has a good source of gathering this information easily. Because I know a lot of us are pressed for time, and sitting down at a computer and kind of sifting through stuff as much as we have isn't necessarily something that everybody is going to have time to do. We need to be able to see information quickly and be able to make decisions and know if it's something that we need to pay attention to. So looking at our website here, this is the new savederbyschools.com. This is our homepage. So you can scroll down here. If you click this image right here, it'll open up the full document from the district's website. This is the Process for Success flyer that is available for viewing, and it was also linked to I believe it was the message reminding everybody Martin Luther King Day, we were going to be out of schools. This was also included in the Skyward message for that as well, for people to open it and view. And essentially what I have done here is kind of break down this flyer so that it's easy to be able to digest this information and basically grab what's going to be most relevant to you. And on here as well, we've got the district feedback meetings. These are going to be incredibly important for people to attend. They're upcoming January 24th and 26th, both at 6:30. The 24th is going to be at Cooper Elementary, and the 26th is going to be at the high school. And these meetings are going to be held by the district. They're going to be making a presentation explaining everything that is part of the Process for Success proposal. And then they're going to be kind of breaking everything down. And we will have the opportunity to give feedback on the proposal. There's a questionnaire that we will be able to fill out. And I understand there's also going to be some limited time for question and answers. So now is really the time to be preparing to make sure that you are aware of what's being proposed, so that if you have questions, you can start to address those now in case there's not going to be enough time at meetings. So the district does have a feedback form. It's linked directly to here. It's a 2-question form. You can submit what you like about the proposal and why, and what you don't like about the proposal and why. So if you haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, please do so. All right, now getting into the setup of the new website. Basically, I broke this down into 2 columns to make it fit easier. On a mobile screen, it should just be one long scrolling column, starting with elementary school changes. So we've got elementary school changes, and then middle school changes, and then beneath that are high school changes, and then alternative school and district building changes that are required or proposed. So, and I call them changes because they're not necessarily good things. They're not necessarily bad things, but they're changes. There's some things that are going to be needed. And I do want to point out too, if you see in district documentation the term deferred maintenance, that is all over the Process for Success info. And deferred maintenance is not something that is bad. Deferred maintenance it means, you know, there's maintenance that needs to be done and it hasn't been able to be taken care of. And this is something that is frustrating to have in our buildings, that there's deferred maintenance. And what it means is that the district hasn't had the means to be able to take care of these things. And so when you're looking at the overall process for Succcess flyer, looking at the actual district material, that you see deferred maintenance in there. And it's lack of funding, not having enough money at the state level to be able to maintain the buildings the way that they need to be maintained. And this goes back to state budget cuts and funding issues and things like that. So this is not irresponsibility on the part of the district. This is coming back to funding issues and the district simply not having enough resources to be able to maintain the buildings the way that they need to be maintained. So if you see that term, that's what it means. So basically, elementary school changes, you're welcome to read through those. I've broken it down by school. So you can see what's being proposed for Cooper Elementary, what's being proposed for Derby Hills, El Paso, etc. And then the different sports complexes, high school changes, the new Panther Activity Center, alternative school. They're wanting to build a new school to replace the one that was closed and demolished a few years back, and new district office space. So have a look through this and see what you think, whatever questions you've got. If you need additional info, go to the district's website. This is just a quick at a glance, easy for you to see, okay, is this something I need to pay attention to or not? Go to derbyschools.com, check out the process for Succcess section there. I do recommend that you look at it from a computer. It is very difficult to use the website for any of the district things, but particularly the process for Succcess website is difficult to use on a phone. So if you're going to look at it, I highly suggest you go to a computer to check that out. They do have the PowerPoints that are going to be used for the proposal meetings, the district feedback meetings, so you're welcome to check those out there. But again, you can go to derbyschools.com and go to the process for Succcess section. There is a frequently asked questions document that you can get to as well. It's at the very bottom of the page if you scroll all the way down. In that, there's a whole bunch of questions. Much of them have been submitted on behalf of Save Derby Schools, asking, these questions, what research is being used to support changes, and, different things like that. So you're encouraged to check that out. If you have questions, please contact the school district, contact your school board members. They are here to help us. And whatever questions we've got, they are there to answer our questions, and ultimately their jobs and what they're trying for is to make sure that they are doing the best for our kids. And that's something that while we may agree or disagree with whatever is being proposed by the process, this current process for Succcess proposal, really we need to keep in mind that the school district does have our students at heart, and they are working towards doing what they think is going to be best. And they are specifically asking for community input because they want to make sure that what they're proposing is aligning with what the community feels. So it's important that we as community members are letting the district know what we feel, so that they can plan accordingly and make whatever adjustments necessary. So thank you all for watching this video. Check out the new website, savederbyschools.com. If you have questions, please feel free to check us out on Facebook. In our Facebook group, just Save Derby Schools. You're welcome to pop in there. And if you've got any questions, send us a message. Thanks. Bye, guys.